How's it going, GoFightPow fans? This is Miss Patone GFP, and here we are with another big, exciting card. This time, it is for Mid-Atlantis. We already have quite a bit set up for the card here tonight. Our main event is for the Heritage Championship, as Tiger Patel will look to take the title from US Steel. So far, no one has been able to defend the Mid-Atlantis Heritage Championship. But will Tiger Patel be the first? Or will US Steel be the first? Or will Tiger Patel keep the streak going? But first, we gotta start off with Hype McLeod. See what he has to say. 4. Make a fight a specialty match. So I'm gonna look at my things here. Well, we have a good way to start this one off, as we do have some very, I'd say, well, we do have some interesting fighters, to say the least. So, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to make a match that I've put up, which is still on the card. It's going to be Bodybag Burke versus Eli Grimm, and it's going to be a no disqualification match. So I will go and put that note here. So, Burke versus Grimm is no DQ. Alright. Thank you, Hype, for helping us hype up the card. Let's go and start things off with our opening contest of the night. It is Damien Thorne versus Nullifier. Damien Thorne is trying to see whether he should be a face or a heel. And Nullifier would be a good one to test that with. Damien Thorne, first we're going to roll to see whether he is face or heel. If it's even, he's a face. If it's odd, he's a heel. And it's odd, so it's going to be a heel Damien Thorne. And now we are going to start the match. Damien Thorne has a fast forward of 2 and 6, and Nullifier has a fast forward of 5. And we get both their fast forwards, so Damien Thorne needs to avoid a 5, Nullifier needs to avoid a 2. And they both avoid, so we're going to remove the 5, and we're going to remove the 2. And now we are going to go again. And we get... well, Damien Thorne does not get his fast forward. Nullifier doesn't get his. Nullifier will start this off with a high-profile punch. We are going to keep this in mind, because if it's hit twice, then it becomes null. Then null and void becomes even. DQ even. Damien Thorne counters, and he's going for an eye rake. He is a heel. It's a hit, and it's going to be a rumble rating. Both. Nullifier has a +2, Damien has a +3, and Damien is going to keep control, and he's going to hit Torn Asunder. Nullifier needs to avoid a 2 and a 5, gets a 6, that will remove the 3. And now, going for a choke with the ropes. It's dodged. And the rumble rating. And Nullifier will get it. Going for the superior grip. It's hit. Nullifier hits the best suplex. Damien Thorne counters it. Into the Torn Asunder again. Nullifier needs to avoid a 2, 3, or 5. Gets a 3. He needs a 5 to stay in this match, and he gets it. And we will remove the 5 from this. So, Torn Asunder, not really affected by it. Rumble rating. And Damien Thorne will keep it going with another rumble rating. And he keeps it going again with the Torn Asunder. 2, 3, or 5. Gets a 1. That will remove the 1. Nullifier taking a beating from this heel Damien Thorne. And he's getting Torn Asunder again. Gets out of it that time. And that's going to be Removing, we're looking for 4 or 6 here to remove. And that will remove the 6. Damien Thorne going to go for another choke with the ropes. Nullifier counters it. The best suplex. Damien Thorne counters. Into the Torn Thunder. Only a 4 keeps Nullifier in it. It's a 2. He needs a 5. And he does not get it. Damien Thorne with the win in our opening contest here. Gonna put that in real quick. Damien Thorne defeats Nullifier via Torn Asunder. All right. And that's our opening contest. Damien Thorne with the win. Moving up the ladder. Definitely wanting to be a top heel. Or maybe he'll be a babyface in his next match. Who knows? I don't even think he knows. Next up, we're going to get some women's action as we have Dakota Dorado taking on Sandstormm with 2 M's. Dakota Dorado has a fast forward of 2. Sandstormm with a fast forward of 1. And we get Dakota's fast forward. Sandstormm needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 4. That will remove the 2. And now Dakota Dorado. Oklahoma Stampede. Blocked. Western Lariat. Blocked. And there's a Rumble Rain. Both have a +3. So it's Sandstormm who gets it with a neck breaker. And that's a pop. Dakota needs to avoid a 3. Gets a 6. That will remove the 3. 4. That is an Enziguri. Need to stop moving this around. And Dakota Dorado counters it into a Rumble rating. And Sandstormm gets back with a Corvette Cross. It's dodged. Corvette Cross. Dakota Dorado counters it into a Western Lariat. It's a pop. Sandstormm needs to avoid a 2. Gets a 4. That will remove the 6. Making that Dorado DT more potent. Western Lariat. It's dodged. Rumble rating. And Dakota Dorado will keep control with an Oklahoma Stampede. It's a pop. She needs to avoid a 2 or 6. Gets a 3. That cannot remove the 2. Cannot remove the 6. That will remove the 3. Again, making that Dorado DT more potent. Dazzling Dropkick. That's hit. Dazzling Dropkick. Blocked. Western Lariat. Sandstormm counters it. Going to hit the Corvette Cross. Dakota Dorado counters it. Into the barrel roll. And Sandstormm counters that. Into a pile driver. Dakota Dorado counters the pile driver into a dazzling dropkick. That's dodged by Sandstormm. And there's the Dorado DDT. Sandstormm needs to avoid a 2, 3, 5, or 6. Gets a 6. She needs a 5. Doesn't get it. Dakota Dorado picks up the win in this one. Dakota Dorado defeats Sandstormm via Dorado DDT. And Dakota Dorado with the win. Congratulations to her. She'll be moving up the ladder. Now we're going to move on to our no disqualification match we hyped up earlier. It is Bodybag Burke versus Eli Grimm. And that is Bodybag Burke's fast forward. And so Grimm needs to avoid a 1, gets a 4. That will remove the 1. And now Burke going to start off in control with a black hole backbreaker. It's hit. Tragedy glove trap. Dodged. DOA. Needs to avoid a 1 or 5. Gets a 5. Needs a 1 or 4. Doesn't get it. Bodybag Burke completely destroying Eli Grimm there. Bodybag Burke defeat Eli Grimm via DOA. I'm assuming that means dead or alive, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Bodybag Burke with the win in this vicious contest. Gonna be moving up the ladder. Eli Grimm probably gonna have to go back down a peg or two. And now we're finally gonna get to some tag team action on the card tonight, with women's tag action to be precise, with a team that I created myself and an established team. We have the BFFs, Ratchet, and Serenity on one side, both trying to get to some winning ways here. They're going to take on the team of Fun Times with Snoochie and Sweet Dream. Snoochie will start for her team and Ratchet will start for hers. We're not going to need these right now. We are going to need the mighty D8. These have gotten a lot of time in TRP. Mid-Atlantis wants to get some of their own. Fast forward checks. No fast forward there. Jack in here. And no fast forwards. It's going to be Snoochie starting us off. Going for the Rumble rating. And it's going to be Snoochie that keeps control with a Rumble rating again. And this time Ratchet takes control with a wrist rocket. Snoochie needs to avoid a 2 or a 6. Gets a 7. That will remove the 2. Gonna tag in Serenity to hit some Thunder Knuckles. And Sweet Dream will come in. They're gonna hit the Flip Flop Woo Penguin Pound combo. Serenity needs to avoid a 3, 4, 5. Gets a 4. Needs a 5, 7, or 8. Gets a 5. This match is still going. Sweet Dream in control with a Flip Flop Woo. Serenity needs to avoid a 4, 3, gets a 6. That will remove, cannot remove the 3, cannot remove a 7. It will remove the 2. And now Sweet Dream with a Rumble rating. Sweet Dream has a +3, Serenity has a +2. And Serenity will take control back with a Rumble rating of her own. And keeps it, gonna tag in Ratchet. And she's gonna go for the wrist rocket. Sweet Dream needs to avoid a 1, 3, or 6. Gets a 4. Will remove the 1. And now Ratchet gonna be looking to get control back with a Monkey Wrencher. Hit. Gear Grinder. Sweet Dream needs to avoid a 1, 2, or 3. Gets a 3. Needs a 3, 6, 7, or 8. Gets a 7. Cannot remove the 1. We'll remove the 3. Keeps it going, but on negative. Rapid fire kicks. Blocked. Rumble rating. And it's going to be Sweet Dream who takes control with a Dream Weaver. And Ratchet counters it. And going for the wrist rocket again. 1, 3, or 6. Gets a 2. That will remove the 2. Sweet Dream in trouble. Gonna need to tag in her partner soon. Gear Grinder. 1, 2, or 3. Gets a 3. Needs a 3, 6, 7, or 8. Doesn't get it. The BFFs take down Fun Times. So BFF defeat Fun Times via gear grinder. Now I'm just putting in the tokens. That was a compelling tag match, I will say. Alright. Congratulations to the BFFs. They're going to be looking to go after the Intergalactic Women's Tag Team Championships. Meanwhile, Fun Times are going to have to rethink their strategy. But there's one thing I don't need to think much about. Well, technically I might. It's Scoop Muldoon. He has a scoop for us. What is that scoop? Hot button topic. Scoop gets dirt on manager that causes heat between fighter. Roll d6. And let's see what happens. And the manager gets fired. Oh no. I need to make sure, but I think this is the sector where, yes, LA Ryzen is in this, and he had a thing going for a bit where he has a manager in Toily T Paper. Actually, Toily's first client. But Scoop. So I'll need to come up with a kayfabe reason, though chances are it's probably going to be because Toily didn't get LA Ryzen any matches. So yeah, Toily's out of a job. If you know of any wrestlers that would love to be managed by some toilet paper, put it in the comments. I'm certain I could arrange. Maybe someone in the Regional Rumble coming up will get that treatment. Because we know LA Ryzen ain't. I'll need to do something with him on the next card. But big news coming out. Let's move on to some singles action. It is Sting versus Flair. Scorpius versus Ricky Stallion. In action that will determine someone who may challenge for the Heritage title later on down the line. First, let's see who wins this one. Both have a fast forward of 1. Let's go. No fast forwards. Ricky Stallion will start us off with a Queen City lock. Scorpius needs to avoid a 1, 3, 5, or 6. Gets a 4 that's directly in the middle. Stallion chops. Scorpius counters it into the Scorpius splash. It will add a finisher number, so it will add 2. I'm going to put a number there. It's blocked. Scorpius splash again. Ricky Stallion counters it into the patella breaker. It's a pop. Scorpius needs to avoid a 6. Gets a 1. That will cannot remove the 6. It'll remove the 4. Flying knee drop. Dodged. And the Queen State lock again. Only a 2 keeps Scorpius in, and he gets it. The 1 will be removed. Needs a 2 again for this lock. Doesn't get it. Needs a 3 or a 5, and he gets it. What number's being removed? That's what we're trying to figure out now. It's the 5 that's removed. Scorpius on the back foot here. Queen State lock. Needs a 2. Gets the 2. And 2 is removed. Next time Queen State lock is rolled, it is going to be a forced power play. Stallion chops. Dodged. Flying knee drop. Blocked. Stallion chops. Scorpius counters. Locks in the Stinger. It's a 1, 2, 3, or 4 for Ricky Stallion. Gets a 6. That will remove the 4. A huge momentum shifts. There's the Stainer again. It's a 2. He needs an even number to win this, to stay in this. And he doesn't get it. Scorpius defeats Ricky Stallion in a very, very close match. Well, I'd say close. But Ricky was dominating a good majority of that. Via the Stinger. Man, oh man. That was actually a pretty tight matchup. And gonna move Scorpius one step closer to potentially becoming either Galactic Champion or maybe even the Mid-Atlantis Heritage Champion. We'll need these D8s again, because now we have tag action on the card, as it is Stan Manley and Bobby Bomb, the Midnight Dynamite, taking on Iron Soldier and Muscle Soldier, the Mad Soldiers. Stan and Iron will start the match off for their teams. So, I do know that these teams are getting updates in the Regional Rumble. This was part of the reason why I wanted to hold off on that for a while. Jeez, sorry guys, I noticed something on the phone there. But we're gonna roll them out here. Iron Soldier has a 4 and a 5. Stan has a 3. And Stan rolls an 8. He's starting things off with a Rumble rating. And it's going to be Iron Soldier who takes control with a press slam. 2, that's a hit. Rumble rating. Keeps it going. Gonna tag in Muscle Soldier. And he's going to hit a knee butt. Stan needs to avoid a 1 and a 4. Gets a 1. Needs a 6, 7, or 8. And he doesn't get it. So the Mad Soldiers get the win. Just putting the result in. All right. The Mad Soldiers get a win. Moving up the tag ranks. They're probably going to move up. And they're definitely moving up because of the Regional Rumble. They may have a chance against Carnage Corporation. Who knows? Anyway, it is time for our main event. It is for the Mid-Atlantis Heritage Championship. Tiger Patel versus US Steel. Now we are going to have to go over Heritage rules. Heritage title matches are always 2 out of 3 falls. If the champion wins the first fall, then the match is over automatically. Other than that, it's 2 falls. US Steel needs a 5. Tiger Patel needs a 5 for fast forward. And Tiger Patel gets his. US Steel needs to avoid a 6. Gets a 3. That will remove the 6. Tiger Patel has a chance to open this up. Rumble rating. Keeps it. And now going for a Savage Choke. That's a hit. Another Savage Choke. Dodged. Rumble rating. Both have a +3. It is Tiger Patel who's going to keep it on a tie. Savage Choke. US Steel counters it. And going to the Brock's Bomber. Tiger Patel counters that into a foreign object. And he gets himself disqualified. You can't do that in the first fall. So, unfortunately for Tiger Patel, US Steel does in fact retain. That is a victory for US Steel. US Steel with the successful defense. And Tiger Patel is probably going to do some post-match attacks. So chances are this feud isn't over yet. But with guys like Scorpius entering the fray, who knows what will happen in Mid-Atlantis next. Thank you guys for watching this one. Like I sort of mentioned several times, the Regional Rumble stuff is set to ship out soon. I'm going to be doing unboxings of a lot of the stuff on that. So definitely look forward to that. And I'm also planning on doing a card for the other sectors. So next up is North Forest. Then it goes Deep South, Central Space, Spice Zone, Fire Island, and then Industrial Lands. So have quite a bit down the pipeline, and of course request matches are always open. If you want to request any match that you want, just leave a comment anywhere. I will check. You can find me on the official Facebook group for the fans, just like myself and you guys, obviously. All of you are free to enter the group. Check out the GoFightPow Facebook page for several updates. You can also find them on the pro boards, which I'm going to be linking in the description down below. So down there, I'm going to have to figure out how to make this work. So down there, yeah, I'm pointing down. You'll also find the store, so you can get any cards that you may like, including the two guys who are actually in our main event tonight. They are available right now. And the vault is open, so you can get cards from the 2022 up to 2025 fight passes, with a couple of exceptions. But be quick, as the vault closes on August 1st, and if you don't get the 2022 fight pass here, it's not coming back. Aside from that, you can also check out the Discord, which is also in the pro boards. There you'll find me posting quite a bit, alongside several others. It's also where you can find some online events that the GoFightPow community may be having. Especially one coming up on July 11th. So definitely check out that. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on anything GoFightPow related, including these cards, request matches, unboxings, and maybe just the occasional vlog here and there. Who knows? I'm going to do stuff GoFightPow related, believe me. So with that said, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for watching. This has been Miss Matone GFP, signing off.